Okay, this video is probably long overdue. I've had this thing forever. I just want to do a quick how-to on the North American arms, right? This one and a review of the speak. Actually, these things are more accurate. Let me see if I can get it up there. What do you think? About right there. I give you a good look of it. Now, when you get these, they come with a little bitty thing, right? And you cannot even get it's like a two-finger grip on it when you're shooting it with that little thing. I can get, well, kind of sort of two fingers and one underneath it. I changed the stock or the grip on it. The original ones are just little dinky things, okay? Now, if it was a 22 long rifle, that probably would be okay. But the 22 Magnum is a little bit different, okay? It's got a little bit of a kick to it for a 22 Magnum in such a small platform. Why I like this pistol so much is when I'm here at the house working in the backyard, if I don't strap a gun on or anything, I have this. It slides right in my pocket. It's so light, so small, even with that extended hammer, that you literally can't tell you're wearing it, okay? So I mean, this is like, okay, I'm going home, and you're not, okay? This is something that would be just you're not going to get in a gunfight. You're going to retreat. If at all possible, you're going to retreat. If the guy gets close, you're going to shoot him with this. Now, this is not a pistol for someone who is uncomfortable with firearms or who does not have confidence in himself and firearms should buy, because it can be a little quirky. All right. I don't know if you can see this, but if you're looking, let me get something to poke. Yeah, right here. See that? There is a quarter of a bullet showing. And on the other side, right up here in the same location, you can see a quarter. Okay, then you can count one, two, and that would be 5 shots down here. Now, the cylinder has these little guide notches, okay? And I'll show you how that works. So we know it's empty now. All right. Why I say is it can be a little twitchy, all right? If you're not really comfortable with a firearm, because right there, look at that, my finger is pretty much in front of the barrel. Now you're snapped in. In order to do that, if you look at it now, you're seeing almost a whole bullet. It would be here and over there. You would be seeing the whole 22 caliber shell, except for just a little bit. What that, my friends, would mean is you are sitting on a loaded chamber. All right. Now, you don't want to do that. So, how you get out of that, all right, and then you literally, and did you see how I had to do that? You've got to pull it back and bring it down. Now, when you look at it again, you're seeing that same quarter. And over here on this side, you're seeing the same quarter. That means that the hammer is sitting in one of these notches right here. See it? All right. And there's nothing in the chamber itself. When you look down the barrel, see it? There's your quarter and your quarter. That would mean underneath here is your fifth shell. So if you're not comfortable with, manipulating a firearm like that, then, don't do it. What it's in right now, you heard it click, that was a half cock. And to get it to sit between those chambers, you literally have to go a little bit past the half cock, pull the trigger, and put it down, and then spin it in. Okay, so if you're not comfortable with that, do not purchase this firearm. I've got plenty of experience with firearms. I don't know. I guess my experience with firearms, I've Whoa, probably for 50 years, I've been shooting, manipulating firearms, both in service, out of the service. I have literally carried every day of my life for better than 40 years. Okay. Uh, that's neither here nor there. Lots of guys are that comfortable with firearms. But this thing right here is, like I say, it's not, uh, depending on what I take with me, I always carry two pistols when I'm carrying. Okay. I always do. I have a pocket pistol and then I have this. Okay. Depending on, like, if I'm carrying my 1911, which I quite often do, uh, I will carry this because the 1911 is kind of big, kind of heavy, right? Believe it or not, I do carry a Canic. Wait up here. Sometimes I actually carry that. Okay. Generally, my two pretty much everyday carry guns anymore, because I'm old, is I'll carry this. All right. As you can tell, I've had to replace the barrel on this. I've shot it so much. Uh, lately I'm going back to my grassroots. By grassroots, I mean lately I've been going back to carrying a revolver. Um, I'm comfortable with them. I enjoy them. Yeah, I know. I can hear people's buttholes crunching from here. Oh no, it's not enough rounds. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you really want to, you can carry one of these. I don't live in a city. I don't. All right. I don't have to worry about gangs of thugs. As you can see, it's loaded. All right. I don't have to worry about gangs of thugs or anything like that. So, I'm pretty good with, I'll carry this, and in my pocket, I will carry this. Generally, for self defense, I carry those defense rounds, you know, three, well, it's got a 41 caliber slug and a couple of 35 caliber round balls, and that's just stop, okay? It's got a short barrel, so ballistics, yeah, I know everybody's gonna scream about that too, but I guarantee you it will stop. I have enjoyed shooting that at the range anymore. And if I carry a larger pistol or my semi-automatic, I'll carry this in my pocket. I mean, whatever your thoughts about it are, I truly enjoy this. This is when I wake up in the morning, generally I will put this in my pocket, or if I know I'm going to run somewhere, I'll put this in my pocket, right? And then whatever I carry on my belt. But these things are actually, considering how small the barrel is, these things are actually a heck of a lot more accurate than one would think. It's actually more accurate than it has a right to be. But I think I picked this grip up. You can see how small, right? It is right here. And those grips go inside of that, those small ones. I should have dragged them out. They're beautiful, make no mistake about it. But this just allows it to be carried well. And the grip is not big enough to make any difference. I mean, when I put this in my pants pocket, there is no way you would know that I have that. All right. As far as a backup piece, I highly recommend it. Uh, would I use this as just a solo carry piece? Well, absolutely not. Would not be my first choice. But having said that, I have gone to places where, they don't want you to carry a firearm. And I'm sorry, I will still put this in my pocket and go in. No one knows I have it. And yeah, I mean, I do not disarm myself for anybody. Speaking of being armed, we are up to 29 states now that have constitutional carry. God bless America. And despite what all the liberals would like to think, there's going to be crazy shootouts and it's going to be violent, the numbers are showing different. The more people that are carrying guns, the less violence there is. That just happens to be a fact of life. But it's like I'm getting to be an old man, all right, and the, these thugs. I don't think I mean I got diabetes, I got all those medical problems. I couldn't defend myself, all right, if I had to get in a fist fight anymore. I mean, I'm gray haired, whole 9 yards, right? And I still have children at the house and I have a wife and I have to defend them. And, there's an argument about what happens once you have to use a firearm in a defense situation. I'm not going to address that, but I would rather argue it out in a court of law than be a victim. I'm not going to do it. I think that this is the age of bullies. You see it in politics. You see it in the gun community. You see it in the knife community. Everybody gets on, even in churches, you see it. No, you have to agree with me or you're not a Christian, right? No, you can't baptize children. No, you have to have full immersion. No, a sprinkle won't do it. That's all nonsense, okay? Those are small details. Just like in the gun community. Oh, more bullets is better. Well, of course they are. Carry. If you want to carry a 6-shooter, carry a 6-shooter, right? You want to carry on a loaded chamber, carry on a loaded chamber. One of my favorite knives, because I spend a lot of times in East Texas, and if you know what East Texas is, we're a swamp. This was a BK2. Now everybody, there's better knives. Yeah, I'm sure there is. This is just what I chose. I've actually ordered another one. I'm going to replace it. But, I heavily modified it, and this is what I carry. And, the knife community is the same way. No. If you don't agree, this knife is better than that knife, It's absolutely crazy, especially in the gun community. They got these new tactical guys out there. You know them. And it's like, okay, whatever you want to do, it's fine. My problem with them is they're way too quick to venture an opinion on someone else's things and want to argue about it, and then they'll go take clips off your page and get their buddies to talk about it. It shows a level of immaturity. I have a couple of ideas on that, but they're just ideas. But the main thing is carry something, anything, however you're comfortable carrying. Carry something. If you're legally allowed to do it, you have to do it. All right? Doesn't matter how you do it how you're comfortable. Who knows? Maybe you'll start carrying on an empty chamber. Once you get your confidence up, you'll go to a loaded chamber. All right? I've been carrying long enough that I can ask somebody a question. When they tell me, do you carry every day? I can ask a simple question to them, and I know if they're lying to me or not. Do you carry every day? And if you do, how do you carry it? Because the answer to that question after 40 years of carrying a firearm is, if you carry in certain ways, I know you're lying to me, because you're going to get in the car, you're going to take it off. You're going to put it in the glove box. It's uncomfortable. You can't wear it when you work. You can't do this. You can't do that. There's only a few ways that you can actually carry every day. And I mean all day, not disarming yourself and saying you're carrying every day. It's it's fascinating to me when when a guy goes, "Oh, here's my EDC." And you look at his gun and it's pristine. Kind of like this one is right here. You're not seeing a lot of wear marks on it. That's because I've only been carrying this one for a couple of months. But when you see someone's EDC and he goes, I carry this every day, you're going to be looking for marks like this. All right. You're looking for holster wear. All right. You see them? I mean, it's like when I tell people I carried a 1911. Yeah, see, there it is. All right. You're going to be looking at the same thing. All right. You see this? You see these? all of my pistols that I carry every day show marks of being carried every day. They, this is my EDC. And there's not a scratch on it, not a dimple anywhere, right? But yeah, I mean, there's only a few ways you can do it. But as far as if you're going to carry a pistol, you need to have a backup. The reason for that is if you run out of ammo here, or if this gets taken from you. Situational awareness is a big thing. And people can get up behind you, all right? They can grab at your gun. That's why I like those locking holsters a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's going to happen. But anyway, like I said, the North American Arms, this was a 22 Magnum. In my opinion, this is the one you should go for. I see a lot of guys, and I know a guy that carries the 22 long rifle. Nothing wrong with it if you're comfortable with it. They have several models, flip out cylinders, top up, whatever. This was the one that I wanted when I was a little kid. Believe it or not, they used to have them in belt buckles and such. I tried the belt buckle, it was cheap and it broke. But yeah, I highly recommend this for a backup. Or like I said, just for something to carry around the house just in case. All right, anyway, God bless. Let me see if I can figure out how to shut that off. There